Welcome to the Alien Portal podcast, where we ask the questions to the most out of this world topic, explore the world of ufology and ancient historical evidence of aliens. Come along for the ride while we learn of the existence of and coexistence with beings out of this world. Thank you for joining us today. I am Cris, your host. Today I have my dear friend B.
Hello, welcome everybody.
Today we'll be discussing something a little bit complicated but essential to know whether or not extraterrestrial life exists. Two interesting concepts, the Drake equation and the Fermi Paradox. Let's start with the Drake equation. Have you ever heard of that, B?
No, I haven't. I just know Drake means dragon.
Okay. I didn't even think about that. Well, there is this man, Dr. Frank Drake, an astronomer and astrophysicist. He attends the first ever search for extraterrestrial intelligence meeting or SETI meeting. He introduces this theoretical equation. The equation quantifies the number of ET civilizations in the Milky Way galaxy. So it states that
ET civilization or extraterrestrial?
yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, so the formula estimates the following. One star formed per year on the average over the life of the galaxy. This was regarded as a conservative part of the equation. 1/5 to 1/2 of all stars formed will have planets. Stars with planets will have between 1 and 5 planets capable of developing life. 100% of these planets will develop life, and 100% which will develop intelligent life. So 10 to 20% of which will be able to communicate. But here's the big problem in the equation. It's 1,000 to 100 million, which will last somewhere between communicate civilizations, which will last sometime somewhere between 1,000 to 100 million years. So
Oh, wow.
yeah, the
So,
formula.
in context of like our solar system, I know that at one point Venus could have supported life but froze out. And what was the other planet that could have supported life?
Mars.
Mars. So, Mars and Venus were the two planets aside from Earth that could have. And the sun just changed. And when that changed, then those two planets could no longer support life and therefore became the planets that we have now. So we're looking at pretty much like that. That's just the Milky Way. That's our system.
Yeah.
So if we look at another system, say for instance, they could have anywhere from one like the Earth to 5 different flourishing planets, correct?
Correct.
Based on his theory. Okay.
Yeah.
And then out of those planets, how many of them again could have sentient life?
Out of those planets, 100% which will develop intelligent life.
Okay. So if they flourish and succeed and become a life-bearing planet, then they have a 100% chance of having intelligent life.
Yes.
Okay, I got it.
Yes. So the formula is criticized for the fact that some of its values are highly conjectural. At least now that we know life is possible outside of the solar system because of the Drake equation, why haven't we been contacted, or why haven't we found evidence yet that we know of? So this is what goes on to we talk about the Fermi Paradox. You heard of the Fermi Paradox?
No.
No. Well, it's named after Enrico Fermi, Italian physicist and creator of the first nuclear reactor. During a lunch with other colleagues, Fermi made an argument that the scale and probability seem to favor intelligent life being common in the universe, and the total lack of evidence of intelligent life having ever arisen anywhere other than on Earth. So there's intelligent life out there, but for some reason on Earth is the only place we know of there being intelligent life. And why is that?
Well, see, I always wondered about that. For me, I figured, if there's intelligent life out there, maybe they haven't developed enough to go across galaxies and things like that. I wonder if there's like, how a lot of times they say an alternate, not alternate universe, but a tear in the fabric of time, that there's a parallel.
Uh huh.
And so, like, while we exist and we have our stuff going on, there could be another Earth out there doing the exact same thing, just at a different stage of development, either further ahead or behind, but not to the point to where it's cross, where they can come and communicate with
Yeah.
us.
Yeah. Communication and interstellar travel is actually one of the things about the Fermi Paradox.
Hmm.
Well, there are billions of stars in the Milky Way, similar to the Sun.
Hmm.
With high probability, some of these stars will have Earth like planets in the Goldilocks zone. Many of these stars, and hence the planets, are much older than the Sun. If the Earth is typical, some may have developed intelligent life long ago. Some of the some of these civilizations may have developed interstellar travel, a step humans are investigating now. Even at the slow pace of currently envisioned interstellar travel, the Milky Way galaxy could be completely traversed in a few million years. And
So, but
since
saying that we don't kill each other off by then, that there's
yeah,
actually people left to do this study.
yeah, and since many of the stars similar to the sun are billions of years older, Earth
Hmm.
should have already been visited by extraterrestrial civilizations, or at least their probes. However, there is no convincing evidence that this has happened yet.
Right.
So imagine this scenario. Our civilization has obstacles to climb before reaching a step forward to contact. Maybe we are stuck on this obstacle. Could be interstellar travel, for an example. Well, other intelligent life or civilizations might be on the same obstacle,
Hmm.
maybe
That's
ahead
what
of
I'm
us
thinking.
or stuck in the
Hmm.
same place, which is what you were saying, B. Maybe
See, that
so.
makes sense to me. I can see that there could be um, another group that, like, because we only have our one perspective, but as it's it's just to not consider that there could be other life out there on other planets. I mean, just consider it is a little narrow-minded, because if we exist, then what's there to say that there isn't other places like us?
Yeah, I agree. And see, maybe some of these obstacles are impossible also for some civilizations to begin with. So some of this, what you were saying before, yeah, it makes a lot of sense. It goes with the Fermi paradox.
Okay.
Yeah, but now let's say that an intelligent civilization has aced every obstacle.
Hmm.
There could be a few reasons why the civilization does not contact our civilization.
Probably because they think we're archaic. I mean, we did just get cell phones within the last, what, 20 years? I mean, shoot, or at least the smaller ones. The 80s had the big honking ones that you could, like, easily tote around a suitcase with
Well,
just to make a call.
nowadays cell phones, people want them a little bigger and bigger. Before, I used to think cell phones were gonna get so small to the point where they're just gonna be on our thumb.
Right? Little hot thing you put in your ear, and you're like, hey, I'm
Uh,
making calls and everything. I
uh,
wonder if it got bigger, though, for the pictures and videos. I think that has a lot to do with it.
yeah, there was a demand for pictures and videos,
Hmm.
and also the industry leader was Apple at the time. and they're the ones who set the standard.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Well, there could be a few reasons why civilization does not contact us. So let's go through a few reasons. We are not
Number one, different
interesting
zip
enough.
code. Yeah,
Different
right.
zip code.
Those
Well,
long distance calls will kill you.
yeah. Well, maybe we're not interesting enough.
Hmm.
The universe could be a hostile place, and staying silent could be crucial to survival. That's an
Okay.
interesting one. We are not mature enough for contact, which you already stated.
Right.
What we consider to be intelligent life is up for debate.
Oh, that's true. Because, like, octopuses are
Mm-hmm.
intelligent life forms.
Yeah.
You know, imagine a planet full of octopi.
Yeah.
That would be kind of neat.
So
Just smack you around when you do something wrong and then move on with their lives.
yeah, which is why I think the Drake equation makes sense when he says 100% these uh of these planets will develop intelligent life.
Hmm.
Um, because we don't know what really intelligent life is. Well,
Well, we
we
base it on what we are
what
because
we
we
are.
assume we're the apex of intelligence
That's what
as
we
far
think.
as the Earth is concerned. I know, right? As far as the Earth's concerned. And therefore, when animals or other creatures have similar traits, like pigs, for instance, and monkeys, and or the ape family, all that, it's like we can see some similarities, and therefore we're like, oh, they must be intelligent. They can use tools. Then the argument comes like crows use tools. Do we really truly consider them intelligent life?
Mm-hmm. Yes. Actually, learning the crows use tools was something that blew my mind when I was in school. I'm like, I have to see it for myself. And there's videos of it, of
Hmm.
crows using tools to open up shells and things of that sort.
I
Yeah.
like the one that would drop it on the highway and wait for somebody to run over it, and then they're like, "Thanks, y'all, free meal, num num num," and then go back and do it again. You're like, talk about fast food. You're good to go.
Yeah, that's fun. It's fun to watch these videos and learn new things. I've been
Hmm.
I've been doing that lately. Well,
Cool.
well, another reason why they they might not make contact is maybe we're simply alone in the universe, which I don't think so.
It would be kind of hard to imagine. I mean, granted, again, since we only have our one perspective, it's easy to think, oh, yes, we are completely unique. We're the only things out there. But then again, too, you have to look at a larger perspective, and it's like, well, maybe it's possible. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Not until we have solid proof
Yeah.
will we actually be able to make that choice. So we all have to get along so we can have interstellar travel. So love thy neighbor.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
want I want to be able to go to another galaxy. That'd be cool as heck.
Yeah. And here's where this one comes in that you said we have to get along. They
Hmm.
are here, but in hiding
Uh, well, I mean,
because.
heck, we're pretty bad with just each other. If
Mm-hmm.
somebody's different, immediately we zone in on that, and it's like, oh, there's a difference.
Yeah. Because my perspective on the in hiding part could be that it, and we already said that the universe might be a hostile place. So it could be so hostile that if they don't hide, other civilizations, other intelligent civilizations might come and kill them.
Well,
So
why haven't they eradicated us yet?
yeah, maybe we're broadcasting the wrong thing, and the next thing you know, we are being eradicated.
Right? I mean, darn it. If we can't, if we can stop fighting one another, maybe we'll be all right. Be like, hey, no, we're really not truthfully warlords.
Uh huh. Well, The Fermi Paradox takes into consideration scientific progress. So
Hmm.
as we progress, there is the problem of new obstacles that will need to be considered. Some of these obstacles will be obvious to us, some of them not so obvious. Obviously, like we know one of our biggest obstacles is interstellar travel.
Hmm.
So we kind of focus on that. Um, but another one that's not so obvious is communication. Maybe they did receive our communications, our satellite signals, and everything, but they have no clue what the hell we're saying.
Right? It's all garbled, it's gobbledygook. They're like, we don't speak this language.
Yeah.
Probably just think it's space noise, you know? It's like, what on earth?
Mm-hmm.
Either that or they find it very insulting. You know, it'd be like, oh my gosh, those humans said hello. And in our language, that means, you know, whatever, you know. It's like, we're actually declaring war on them by just saying hello. Welcome to Earth.
Yeah. That's why staying silent might be the thing to do until we figure out, until we're either contacted or we see proof for ourselves that
Hmm.
there's another civilization, my
I
opinion.
know people aren't going to be able to do that.
No, because that means no more cell
We're too
phones.
obnoxious. Yeah,
It
come on
means no more
now.
TV. It means no more a
Mm.
lot of things.
I'm sorry. I need my TV and my PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
If
Yeah.
I'm communicating to aliens, I'm sorry, y'all. I got to play.
Well, that does it for us today for this episode of the Alien Portal podcast. Please leave a comment or a question. I'm eager to hear what you have to think. Thank you for listening. And until next time, my friends, do you have any last words, B?
Yes, love one another so we can travel through space.
Yes, that'll be fine.
Bye, y'all.